Hello, it's Airth Silent Silverwolf of Love and Above, and today is Therapy Thursday, which means that I look in a little bit more in depth at a therapy. And today's therapy is going to be Usui Reiki. Now, that is a complementary therapy. There's three levels of therapies. There's alternative, complementary, and holistic. Alternative means that it can be used alternatively to medical professionals. Complementary means that including what you get from medical professionals, this can help. And holistic is non proven either way. Holistic is more about whether you believe that it will work or not. Now, Reiki falls into the category of complementary. Now, you can find Reiki in hospitals. You can find it particularly in cancer wards themselves or cancer centres. At these centres, they offer Reiki to people who it helps. So let me just talk a little bit about what Reiki is. It can be hands-on or hands-off therapy, and it goes over centres of the body. Now, if we were to look at it from the medical point of view, it's over where you have glands in your body. So here, between your eyes, your throat, your heart, solar plexus, what we call the sacral, and the root as well. So it's in these glands at all times that your body is trying to heal yourself. So if you are feeling a little bit ill or a little bit out of kilter, as it were, your body, even just a headache, your body's always trying to heal you because it wants you to stay alive. We have a natural healing system within the body, and it comes particularly from these glands in the body. So when they are in balance, that is when they work a little bit better. So that is probably the most clinical version of what Reiki is, and as scientific as it gets. But there are cases all over the world where Reiki is used in hospitals and people just automatically feel better. It's not a cure. Now, I'm going to talk about some of the history of Reiki now. It was used over in Japan. Depending on who you speak with, it was either discovered or rediscovered by someone called Mikao Usui. And when it was brought to the Western world, he was known as a doctor. Now, he wasn't a doctor, but the only way the Western world could give anybody respect was to call them a doctor. And that was back in the 1940s, 1950s. 1950s in particular was when it was brought over. So that's how the Western world could give respect to someone who had started this system, is by calling them a doctor. But he was known as a sensei in Japan. So he did this. So if somebody, for example, had cancer, they would say, hey, go receive Reiki. But they wouldn't just receive Reiki. They would receive, they wouldn't have it how we would do it nowadays, which is maybe once a month. It was done 3 times a day for months. And after 3 months, they would relook at it again and see how the patient was. So there was a lot of people during that time who were called cured at that point. It's not a cure nowadays. I will say that right now. It's not a cure. It is a help with any illness that you have. Back in the day, in Japan, they saw it that way. So, but then they were receiving this treatment 3 times a day, and it was all about the energetic systems. And if you understand the term chakras, it's over the chakra points on the body. And what's happening from a different viewpoint is that you are allowing energy to come through the hands to balance back out the chakras again. So that is what was happening. So that's a little bit about Reiki. There is also a number of different types of Reiki out there as well. You will hear, today we have focused on Usui Reiki, but what has happened is that there are 7 major types and hundreds, perhaps, I won't say hundreds, it's more like thousands, tens of thousands, there might even be millions of different other types of add-on types of Reiki as well. And that is due to when people study to teacher level, they can take it to an advanced teacher level where they can create their own Reiki system. I have been trained to that level, and I have created one Reiki system, and this year I am being called and drawn to creating a second one. So that's what Reiki is about. That's why there are so many other different systems out there, but Usui Reiki is what I've talked about mainly in this video. If you are interested in receiving a Reiki session from myself, please get in touch. And as always, keep rocking your awesomeness, and remember to like and subscribe. I'll see you next time. Bye.